BA and Bcom Degree College, Sampinagar, Dharwad. Last class we have discussed about the problems based on internal reconstruction. Last class ನಾವು internal reconstruction problem na solve ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. In this class we have to study in the new chapter, that is issue of shares and allotment of shares. Issue of shares and allotment of shares. Capital of a company. In this chapter we have to discuss about the introduction. First we have to discuss the introduction of issue of shares and then meaning of issue of shares. Now the capital of a company registered under the Companies Act 1956. All of you know the Companies Act 1956. It consists of amount of collected by issue of shares to the public as a specified in the said act. A share is a unit of the share capital with the definite value. The person who had these shares are called as a shareholders of the company. The companies can issue equity shares and also different kinds of a preference shares. In this case, the holders of equity shares are in the real owners of the company, and they are eligible to vote the general meeting of the company. But the preference shareholders, through the way they get fixed rate of dividend and have priority over the shareholders. Priority over the shareholders and then shareholders of the company. But the preference shareholders, so the will get fixed rate of dividend and have a priority over the other shareholders with the respect to a dividend and the repayment of capital in the event of winding up of the company. They are not eligible to vote in the general meeting of the company. Now there are three main types of a business organization. First one is a share, sole proprietorship, and then partnership. Last one is a joint stock company. First one is sole proprietorship, and then next partnership, and then joint stock, and then joint stock company. There are the mainly three types of organization. Now each form of a business organization is required capital to carry on its business smoothly. In this case, sole proprietorship capital is contributed by a sole proprietor. In the case of a partnership firm, capital contributed by the partner, and in the case of a company's capital is invested by the public. Two main limitations of a sole proprietorship is inadequacy of fund and unlimited liability. In order to avoid the limitations of the most convenient form of organizations that grew with the extension of a business requiring a huge fund is the joint stock companies from the organization. In India, joint stock companies are governed provisions of the Companies Act 1956. Now, the meaning of issue of share. The share capital of a company is divided into a number of units is called as shares. Share in the share capital of the company. Share in the share capital of the company is called as share. Each share has a certain value is called as face value of a share. ನೋಡಿ ಶೇರ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಒಂದು ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂವನ್ನು ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಆ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಗೆ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಶೇರ್ಗೆ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಆ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ಗೆ ಫೇಸ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. The shares can be issued at par and then issued at discount. Issued at par, issued at premium, and then issued at discount. It's the shares issued at par. That is the at the face value. Face value ಇತ್ತು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು issued at par ಅಂತೀವಿ. More than the face value is called as premium and less than the face value is called as discount. ನೋಡಿ premium 9 rupees, sorry 12, 10, 10, 12, 9. Face value is how much? Face value is equal to 10, 10, 10. 10 minus 10 is equal to how the 12 minus 10 more than the face value is equal to rupees 2. Next 9 minus 10. 9 minus 10 is equal to how much? Minus 1. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ issued at discount. Discount ಅಂತೀವಿ. And then ಇದು premium issued at par the face value ನ ಏನಂತ issue ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. Generally the full amount of shares is not collected in the lump sum at the time of the issue of shares only, but amount on them is collected by way of installment. Now what is the procedure of a new shares? New issue of shares. A procedure. First, the following are the important methods to the public issue of shares of a company. First one is a public fixed price offer method. First one is fixed price offer method. And then second one, book building method. Book building method. ಇವೆರಡು ಮೆಥಡ್ ಅನ್ನು ನಾವು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಇಶ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ಶೇರ್ಸ್ ಒಳಗೆ ನಾವು ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಕಲಿತೀವಿ ಅಂತ. ನಾವು ದ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ ಏನು ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ಡ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಆಫರ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಗಿಂತ ಬಿಫೋರ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ meaning of share capital. Share capitals ಅಂದ್ರೇನು? Share capital the amount collected by the company from the public towards its capitals. Collectively it is known as share capitals, and individually is called as a shares. Collectively is called as share capital and individually is called as share. Therefore a share is a one unit into which the total share capital is divided. In other words, share is an unit of the share capital with a definite value. The person who holds these shares is known as shareholders of the company. Now what are the divisions of a share capital? Now first one is the authorized capital. What do you mean by authorized capital? Now the meaning of authorized capital. Authorized capital, it is nothing but this is the maximum amount which the company can raise in its lifetime. This is mentioned in the memorandum of association of the company. It is also called as registered capital or the nominal capital. It is also called as what? Registered capital or the nominal capital. Now the next one is issued capital. What do you mean by issued capital? Issued capital, this is the form, it is a part of an authorized capital. Authorized capital is the ಒಂದು ಪಾರ್ಟಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ issued capitals ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. part of an authorized capital which is issued to the public for subscription is called an issued capital. It is issued for the, it is a part of an authorized capital. It is issued for the public or public for the subscription of a capitals is called as what? Issued capital. Now next one is a subscribed capital. What do you mean by subscribed capital? Already last previous year was means subscribed capital. Subscribed capital, it is the part of a issued capital. Either part authorized capital part, issued part adha part ಗೆ ನಾವು subscribed capitals ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕರೀತೇವೆ. It is a part of the issued capital for which the applications are received from the public is called as subscribed capital. Now the next one is called up capital. Called up capital, it is nothing but the part of subscribed capital which the company has actually called upon the shareholders to pay the cash is called as called up capital. It includes the amount paid by the shareholders from the time of application, allotment, first call as well as final call, various calls, etc. The remaining part of subscribed capital not yet called up capital. Called up is known as uncalled capital. Now the last one is what do you mean by paid up? Paid up capital, it is a part of a capital which is actually paid by the shareholders is known as paid up capital. Now meaning share. Share is a share in the share capital of a company is called as shares. Now the types of shares. What are the types of shares? First one is the equity shares and then preference shares. Now we will move on the fixed price offer method. Fixed price offer, according to the fixed price offer method, the company fixes the issue price of the shares as it wishes and then advertise as to the number to be issued. In such a case, the price so fixed by the company of the shares is very high. The investors will naturally apply for the less number of shares, causing under subscription or over subscription or under subscription of the shares. On the other hand, if the price fixed as per underpriced, the investors will apply more number of shares. It leads to a over subscription of the shares. Now next, what are the steps involved in the issue of shares? Now first one is the selection of the merchant bank. Selection of the merchant bank. It is the obligatory that all the public issue are managed by the merchant bankers or bankers who will functions as lead manager. It is an institution which renders the financial services including giving the advices to the issuer company and arranging its issue of shares. The issuing company has to select the merchant banker is to manage its issue of shares. As mentioned, the merchant banker have also been lead the managers of the issue. Now the next one is the issue of prospectus. Issue of prospectus. Second one is issue of prospectus. The documents are described or issued as a prospectus and include any notice, circular, advertisement or other documents inviting a deposit from the public, inviting offers from the public for the subscriptions or purchase of any shares or debentures or a body corporate. In simple words, prospectus is a document issued by the public company leaving the public for subscribing its shares. The prospectus should disclose the types and the amount of such shares, etc. It should be also indicate the amount payable on the application, allotment, calls, etc. along with the other necessary information. It should also be duly signed and filled with the registers of the company. Now we move on the application. Application, important one is application of shares. Allotment of shares. Calls on shares. Calls of shares. Now the first one is application. Application for shares. After the publication of the prospectus, which contains the prescribed printed application form and has to be duly filled and duly signed by the persons who intends to purchase the shares of the company. It should be forwarded to the bankers intending to purchase the shares of the company. It should be forwarded to the bankers to the issue of shares along with the check or demand draft. The application form also states the amount payable or application's allotment and call or calls. Application for shares is an offer by the investors to the subscribers for the number of shares in the company. Now the minimum subscription. What do you mean by minimum subscription? In the case of a company newly formed, it should advise the minimum subscription for the company. Achieving the minimum subscription is one of the requirements to be complied with obtaining the certificate for commencement of the business by the public company. Now, what do you mean by under subscription and over subscription? Under subscription, generally when the shares are deferred for a public subscription, the money received on application for shares will not be exactly for the same number of shares for which the offers is made by the company. If the application's money received or for a less number of shares is called as under subscription, or the more number of shares is called as over subscription of shares. Under subscription and then over subscription of the shares. The application for which the no shares are to be allotted is to be rejected and the money already received thereon it should be refunded to the applicants. In such a case, the less number of shares are allotted to any of the other applicants. Their excess application money may be either refunded to them or retained for the adjustment against the allotment money or the call money or the payable to the shares to them. Now the next one is allotment shares to application. Allotment of shares to application. Allotment of shares is the application of a shares to the successful applicants by the directors as approved in the board meeting. After the closing date of the receipt of the applications, all these applications will be placed before the meeting of the board of directors. Placed before the board of directors. All these applications will be placed before the meeting of the board of directors. The board will be surprises the applications and proceeds to all the allotment of the shares to be successful applicants, and it sends to the letter allotment requesting them to send the allotment money from the date of applicants to whom the shares are to be allotted will become the meeting of the company. The letter of the register regrets will be sent to the whom no shares are to be allotted. Now the next one is the last one is call. The remaining amount of the shares will be called by the directors or one or more installments subject to the certain condition. Such installments are called as calls. ನಾವು ನಾವು ಒಂದು ಕಾಲೇಜಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಅಡ್ಮಿಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿಸ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಹೇಳಿ, ಫಸ್ಟಿಗೆ ಕಾಲೇಜಿಗೆ ಬಂದು ಅಡ್ಮಿಷನ್ನ ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಫಾರ್ಮನ್ನು ರಿಸೀವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಹೌದಾ. ಇಶ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ಎ ಪ್ರಾಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟಸ್, ಅವ್ರು ಕಾಲೇಜವ್ರ ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರಾಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟಸ್ನ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ರಿಸೀವ್ ದ ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಪೇ ದಿ ಮನಿ. ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ರಿಸೀವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋತೀವಿ, ಅಮೌಂಟನ್ನು ಪೇ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ದಟ್ ಸೀಟ್ ಅಲಾಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ನಿಮಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಹೌದಾ. ಸೀಟ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಅಲಾಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್, ಸೀಟ್ ಅಲಾಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ನೀವು ಅಡ್ಮಿಷನ್ ಫೀಸ್ ಸಂಬಂಧ ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಎದುರ್ದಾರ ಸಂಬಂಧ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಕಾಲ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ನೀವು ಅಡ್ಮಿಷನ್ ಸೀಟ್ ಅಲಾಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಡ್ಮಿಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿಸ್ತೀರೋ ಇಲ್ಲೋ, ಹೌದಾ. ಈ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ನಮ್ದು ಹೆಂಗೆ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಅಡ್ಮಿಷನ್ನ ಪ್ರೊಸೀಜರ್ ನಡೀತದೆ ಅದೇ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಶೇರ್ಸನ್ನು ಸಹಿತ ಅವ್ರು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಇಶ್ಯೂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. Next class we will discuss about the simple problem regarding the issue of shares on the basis of application, allotment and first and final.